Hello again, Answer of the Bloody Point, continuing our look at the AI Olympius demo, currently available on Steam. Also, the full version is available for sale. This is a FPS RPG element shooter with a independent developer, Lion Shade. They have one title that they did about 5 years ago, which has a good rating on Steam, a city builder. Some of the design elements in this game seem similar to that, the aesthetic in some ways. It might even be considered a shared universe, I suppose. So, we left off last time having completed the training required for my license to be assigned missions, and as a result of that I acquired a rifle, and this is the customization of that, where I'm able to upgrade various things. And as always, you have different decisions you want to make: rate of fire, damage, accuracy, and so on. Additional ammunition capacity. You can upgrade all of your weapons. Currently I only have 2 of the 3. The third one you can see is locked on the right. So, not having used the rifle yet, I'm not entirely sure which is best, but generally speaking, you can't go wrong with having more ammunition. These upgrades are gated by a particular item that you can get. Okay, so let us see how this performs. First, before I go and continue the missions, I want to make sure that I explored every part of the area here and looted all possible items, since I don't know what I'm going to be facing in the field. I haven't explored this upper level yet either, the science department. Oh wow, that's cool. So in the game's story, you have an AI which is the antagonist, which has kind of gotten out of control over a long period of time and is decimating the population. And then the resistance, or the humans who are surviving or trying to, break that control, they have an AI of their own. Okay, so here's the third weapon. Let's see what he has to say.
Hi, I'm Marcus. If you have any questions about our department, you can ask me. We're primarily engaged in scientific research and are responsible for communicating with Spectre.
So Spectre is that AI.
Actually, we're the second generation of scientists developing this AI. Although at this stage, it's difficult to call it development. We just consult it and monitor it to see if it's working as it should. It's been a while since it rebuilt itself. More than once,
That's never a good sign. AI that's modifying itself. Okay. So there's definitely a story behind all of this.
Are you already starting to get used to the suit? Now, the first couple of weeks can be unusual. Previous versions of the suit were miserable. Shame the newbies missed them. They ought to suffer a bit like we did. There are a lot of sensors inside, and the information is transmitted via a quantum channel to all headquarters.
Oh.
Previously, we couldn't crack anything on assignments. In fact, Spectre acts from a suit while he's physically near a terminal. We don't understand what he does there. He only gives us a simple time-limited combination. Zeus regularly changes security methods to protect himself from people. That's how he deprived people of access to his core. With the Olympic rifle, you get the opportunity to break even the improved Olympus terminals. All Zeus's electronics somehow communicate with each other. We regularly deal with improvements and new developments here based on the data collected. Bring some parts and make upgrades, and we will analyze everything. We are currently actively working on portals between departments of the headquarters. According to our preliminary estimates, this will increase our efficiency by 7%. Are you already starting to get used to the suit? Now, the first couple of weeks can be unusual.
Okay. Seems like portal technology would increase efficiency by more than 7%, but... So yeah, 2 AIs fighting each other, essentially.
The situation
And even the one working for the humans, Spectre, seems like they don't quite understand everything it does or what its plans are. Information being conveyed kind of like in a limited way and only through certain people. Definitely a very story heavy, which is good. I mean, it's a shooter, but I can see the RPG element is pretty significant. Always important to pick up everything you can. You never know when something's going to be useful, or even not just useful, but like vital. Okay, that's cool. Additional. So you do have to make a lot of choices.
There's a tense atmosphere here. Sometimes you want to lie down somewhere soft.
This is cool.
Your eyes get tired when you stare at the monitors all the time. The process often makes your head hurt, but in the end, you get used to it. You are probably not used to seeing an artificial intelligence being quiet. Zeus is talkative. Spectre mostly communicates in the language of data. Diagrams, tables, graphs, propositions, probability calculations. Much easier for us to understand that way. Spectre can actually speak, and he's spoken before, but research has shown that it depresses people's psychological state, so
really?
managers have been chosen for
Yikes.
communications, to provide living contact between people. We see that some of Spectre's solutions are ahead of time, and people themselves are not ready to think in a new way, so we have to hold back the development to make it smoother and clearer, especially for newbies. Marcus is holding up well. He has a lot of responsibility. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. Don't stress Albert too much. He's not young anymore, so he often gets annoyed. Although it may seem that everyone here is often annoyed. On the one hand, everyone got this suspended state. On the other hand, he can't see yet that anything has changed, so we're just sitting in this gorge. Spectre mostly communicates in the language of data. Diagrams, tables, graphs, propositions, probability calculations.
There's that blurring in the foreground that I talked about in the previous video. It's a nice aesthetic addition.
Spectre can actually speak, and he's spoken before, but research has shown that it depresses people's psychological state.
The speech being reflected in the light on the breathing apparatus is really cool. Okay, let's see what else we got. Community center. It's probably some of the most realistic character typing I've ever seen in a video game. It's really, really, like, just impressive that this was done by a small team. 3 people. Just the model work. The environment's so good. Okay, so similar to the engineering bench for the weapons, I have to complete missions to unlock similar upgrade and modification abilities for my suit. Man, the reliance on robotics with an AI enemy is a little sketchy. I guess there's not too much you can do to compete against something that powerful if you stick to non-tech. I'm only going to get so far with bows and arrows. Let's try the elevator. Oh, very cool. Wonder how much control the enemy AI Zeus has over the surface. Seems like this particular facility. I mean, it's obviously been here for a long time. It's very well developed, so he hasn't found it.
Not much, but we can exchange almost anything you find for data.
Okay, so I have enough to buy additional suit upgrades and some... I don't even know what that other thing is. Bullet defense. Bullet damage. It's like a glove slot and a shoulder slot. I don't see...
Not much, but we can
any
exchange...
gloves or shoulders. Unless that's... No, it's a bracelet. Maybe... Okay. Sniper bullet damage. I don't have a sniper rifle, so it'd be waste. Okay, one completely absorbs plasma damage, and one gives plasma defense, so why would you... That's odd.
Not much, but we can exchange...
Might as well sell that, I guess. Lost on the transaction, but that's fine. So 3 more slots. I don't know where I get the other items.
Not much.
I don't know what slot that goes in. Maybe the face? The head? Yeah, the engine would be useful if I had like vehicles in the open world. I don't know if there are vehicles. Don't want to waste a coin on it though. Okay, so let's see about missions.
Oh, I see you've got a license from the military department. Spectre's not going to send you into any serious fights right away. It'll choose something simple with cover. Our goal is to find information about Zeus's logic priorities, its optimization methods, power supply sources, and where its data centers are. Unfortunately, the situation changes very quickly, and the enemy immediately adapts if it finds your weak points.
Interesting.
So
I
act
wonder if that's
fast.
reflected in the enemy AI.
There are several special operations underway. We're trying to find the weak spots in the Supreme AI. We just call it Zeus here. So, let's get down to business. There are 2 tasks I marked on the map that you'll be able to manage. Approach the table, study the tasks, and pick one.
Okay,
Once
so
you've made your selection,
gives
hit the
you an
button in
option
the
to
center.
choose.
Do you think something might go wrong? Who knows, maybe it'll disintegrate you and scatter
that
your
doesn't
atoms
sound,
somewhere
bad
in
at all.
space. But that hasn't happened yet. There's no time for talk. Come back after you finish the task. I wish I could tell you that we know everything about how the portal works, but the reality is only AI can do that. Our scientists are just starting to wrap their heads around it. We built the portal based on the scheme we got from Spectre, who learned the technology from
Yeah,
Zeus's development.
That's a little worrisome.
There is an opportunity for volunteers to slightly expand the capabilities of the rebels in the remote corners of the planet. There you can extract resources
Okay,
and
I'll have to
build
try
your
that out
little
as well.
paradise. Are you still here? I just gave
Okay,
you a
so
job.
those are my 2 options. And then I guess that's the portal. And then the island where you have free building, I guess. I'll try that as well. But first I should do a mission. Connect to antennas. Blow up the bridge. Alright. So that's it for this this step. In the next video we will actually try our first mission in the world. Thanks as always for watching, guys. See you in the next one.